All right, Adaptive Fitness. It is time for week 7 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program. We are back to our 5x5 strength components. Today we've got the deadlift. Let's jump right into it. Deadlift, same way that we've been going the whole time. We've got the seated version. There we go. And the standing version. Five sets of 5 reps. So, loading this time around, I would say go as heavy as you want, go as heavy as you can. The conditioning pieces this week are kind of scaled back so that you can focus more on the strength components, because next week the conditioning components are ramped up a little bit, so the conditioning pieces are a little less, or the strength pieces are a little less focused on just raw strength. So use that strength this week. So again, that seated deadlift or the deadlift as heavy as you can. If you used, this is the 3rd time we're doing it. If the 2nd time you did this, you used one weight throughout, I would say bump that weight up a little bit, use that weight for the entire time, or build from what you have used previously, adding a little bit of weight each set. If you don't have like a set of dumbbells or something that you can adjust weight pretty easily, I'm going to say use a duffel bag. You can just fill it up with more things around the house to make it heavier. If you made it too heavy, take some things out, make it lighter. But again, that's a very easily adjustable piece of equipment that we can use in place of, say, a set of dumbbells. Again, we still have the option of something like a gallon of water or like an antifreeze jug. You can just add more liquid to make that heavier. But again, for this 5x5, we are really gonna kind of go all out and go pretty heavy with this. So after that, we can move on to our conditioning piece. 16 minutes of every minute on the minute work. It's really going to be 15 minutes because we have a built-in rest minute at the end of each round. So what an EMOM is, so basically each minute has a certain amount of work assigned to it. Once you finish that work, you can rest for the remainder of the minute, and then when the minute turns over, then you can start the work assigned for that minute. So, for example, the work assigned to the first minute is going to be 8 dumbbell swings. So the dumbbell swings, we kind of went over them before. I'll go over them again. We're just going to let that weight come through our legs, engage the hips come through, and then we kind of keep our arms extended and let that dumbbell swing to about eye level, maybe a little above eye level. And then once we do our 8, then we can rest for the rest of the minute, and then once the minute turns over, then we've got our 16 good mornings. So good mornings, you can do these with or without weight. It's really similar to the deadlift. It's that hinge of the hip and then standing right back up. Only thing is we're not holding anything in our hands. Again, it's the same movement pattern as a deadlift. If you want some extra resistance, a little extra challenge, you can add some weight, put that behind your neck, and again, it's the same like movement pattern as the deadlift. It's just that weight is distributed a little bit differently. So after our good mornings, then we have 24 band pull aparts. So again, we'll take our band, hold that right out in front of us, and pull that band right into our lower chest. Keep those arms long, keep the shoulders down, and really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together. So once you finish your 24 band pull aparts, you have the rest of minute 3 to rest, and then minute 4 is going to be entirely rest. You'll get that entire minute off. So then at the start of minute 5, then you go back to the dumbbell swings. Minute 6, you'll start the good mornings again, and then so on and so forth until you can finish the banded pull aparts for a 4th time. For seated, it looks a little bit different. You can still do the 8 dumbbell swings. Look really different from the seated position. Or you can do lap to overhead. So you'll just have that weight there. You can either go straight up, stop the shoulders, or you can do single arm and alternate sides. Any way that you can get your 8. Your second minute is going to be 16 weighted seated crunches. So you'll have some weight, hold that behind your neck, and then like that seated crunch that we've had before. Using that lower back, keeping that core engaged, kind of curling, and then sitting back straight up. And then the 24 banded pull aparts will stay the same. So again, structure is the same. You'll go through that EMOM a total of 4 times, 16 minutes total. Really 15 minutes because you don't have to take that last minute of rest. But that will be it for the conditioning piece today. And then we can go on to our accessories, which is going to be some hip work for standing and some shoulder work for sitting. I'm gonna clean my space a little bit and come right back. There we go. All right. So for our hip abductions, again, we're going to be laying straight across, and then that hip abduction is just raising up that upper leg. If you don't want the legs all the way extended, you just do that at the knee. So do 12 of them on one side, switch over to the other side, do your 12 on this side, any way you want. And then the adductions, abductions, again, have that body laying flat across, and then it is going to be that lower leg that you have to raise instead. So 12 that way. And then switch sides and then do 12 with the other leg. All right, so you do 12 reps of each of those on each side. Go through that a total of 2 times and you'll be good. If we're not doing the hip abductions and adductions, then we're going to do our slow lateral raises with a slow descent. So we're going to have a very light resistance in our hands. We'll do the lateral raise, and then a very slow lowering back to our hips. So we'll do 12 of these, and then once we're done with our 12, you can rest as long as you need, and then we'll do 12 more. Then that upward phase, it can be as fast as you want, but bringing them back down, go as slow as you can. All right, after 2 rounds, that'll do it for day number 1 of week 7 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program. Remember to stay active, stay healthy. Come to me with any questions. Come to me with any questions you might have. And then next time around, we'll get to day number 2 of week 7. All right.